Hey there, we are Forever the Browns. This is Kevin and I'm Amanda, and we are a local real estate team in Tacoma. Today we want to welcome you to the neighborhood of North End.
We're really excited to explore the North End with you because it's a neighborhood we actually call home and where we actually own and operate multiple Airbnbs.
One of our favorite things about North End is the walkability. So I grew up in a place where you had to get in a car to go literally anywhere. And so something that I really wanted in a home for location was to be able to really just walk out the door and go. And so in the North End, you can do that. So you can walk out with your dogs and enjoy the safe, great neighborhoods. You can go on a bike ride. In addition to that, you also have the walkability to many great amenities.
One of my favorite parts, along with the walkability, is the active lifestyle you can live in the North End. When I was training for an Ironman, I had the pleasure of being able to literally walk out my front door and decide if I was going to bike, swim, or run, because I have all the options in walking distance in the North End. Parker's favorite part of living in the North End is being so close to Point Defiance Zoo. The best part about it is we can purchase an annual pass and we don't have to make a whole plan around it because we're so close. We can just pop in and out and make a really fun day out of it.
So in the North End of Tacoma, you get that walkability to the waterfront and you get to experience that sense of nature, but then you also have a real sense of community with the people that are in your neighborhood as well. So there's often times where we'll be at the park with Parker and we'll meet someone there, and then the next day we may see them at the coffee shop down the street, and then you realize that your kids actually go to the same school together, and so you really feel this really small sense of community as you start to see people reoccurring over and over. But then you also get access to these greater amenities like the zoo, Point Defiance Park, and other places.
One of the biggest reasons we were drawn to live in the North End is the homes. They are very unique and everyone is so different. I mean, you can find a 1900s craftsman or you can find a brand new modern home. And it just gives such a unique character to the neighborhood. Along with that, there's no HOAs, so you're not worried about somebody telling you what you can or cannot do. And then also, as far as the drivability, the fact that it is an older neighborhood in town, it was built on a grid system, so you have the ability to drive anywhere you need to, whether it's the shopping or recreational or really quick access to the freeway. You can get there very quickly because the town wasn't built around just one road.
You'll find that you never really experience traffic in the North End either, which is obviously always a perk when trying to get from one place to the next. Because it is close to bigger amenities as well, it's very convenient. So my gym, for instance, is right next to my gas station, is right next to my grocery store. So it makes it very convenient to be able to get everything done all at once.
But then you also get to drive 5 minutes and just be in a very quaint neighborhood where, you know, neighbors are hanging out and you get to know the community very well.
The North End of Tacoma is a great place to raise your kids as well.
Let's walk.
We feel very safe walking around, and there's tons of parks that we can enjoy. So one of our favorite activities on the weekend is just walking around and finding a new park to enjoy, whether it's just with Parker or with the dogs as well. And there's a lot of great schools also, so a wide variety. And Parker's school is actually in walking distance as well. So we can make a morning activity of dropping him off and then an afternoon activity of picking him up.
We try to make a rule if it's not raining that we walk. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. When you live in the North End, you obviously do not find a home that has lots of acreage or land that you have to maintain, But what you do get is lots of parks. So there's literally a park probably every 10 blocks away, and each park has their own unique aspect to it. The park that's closest to our house has a playground and a large field, and the local Little Leagues actually practice and play their games here. I always tell people it's my favorite thing of living in the North End because I have all this grass that I don't have to maintain, but I get to enjoy.
Each of the several parks within the North End offers something unique. One of those actually having a legitimate wave pool with lawn chairs and everything that you can go and enjoy, and it's right next to a school and open certain times of the year, as well as others that have turf, which is a great area for kids to learn how to ride a pedal bike, and a bunch of others as well, but you'll find a wide variety for anything you're looking for.
The North End definitely offers that small knit community where majority of businesses are still locally owned, but it also offers you the ability to have your large scale amenities, whether that's your healthcare, your airport, your major businesses, all within 30 minutes.
There's a lot of things within the neighborhood that you can become a part of that make you feel even more a part of the community. And one of those that we've enjoyed for several years has been the community garden. So you can actually rent a plot and plant whatever you want, and it's become a very fun activity for us to just walk there, water the plants. Parker gets to pick all of the berries that he can get, and it's something that also brings us together with other people in the community as well.
That's definitely something we were attracted to. But what's really cool with the North End, you also have the ability to join any community group that you might be interested. We have, running clubs, we have swimming clubs. There's really anything you would want to find in the North End.
Being that it is an older established neighborhood means that you also get established landscaping, which I personally really enjoy. So when I'm out on a walk, or even just driving by, you see a lot of really big established pretty trees. You get some trees that are lined with those trees, which I just think makes it feel a little bit more cozy when you're out and about driving versus a newer development that doesn't have that established feel. You also get a wide variety of people. So you have some that are new families who have younger kids. You get some that are older in their years and looking to retire. And so you really get a good blend of a variety of people that are brought together because of the small feel and community that North End brings.
While I definitely love the quaint and quiet aspect of our neighborhood, I still like to get out and about and enjoy, live music or a new restaurant. And by living in the North End, we do have that ability to drive downtown, which is only 10 minutes away. And with Tacoma, you still can find parking, you can still get reservations. You're not worried about making a trip down there and not even being able to be seated for dinner.
In addition to the city life, you also get the local shops that are just on the corner. So like you see behind us, the Delightful Market is definitely one of all of our favorite places to enjoy. They have local goodies. It's one of those where they get to know who you are, right? So they welcome you by name. They know exactly what your coffee order is. Parker's favorite thing at the shop is strawberry yogurt specifically. And so the owners have made sure that it is in stock specifically because it's something they know he personally enjoys. So that's one of my favorite things, is being able to walk out our door, walk down the street, and really feel that we're hanging out with friends, right? Even though it's a local establishment. They also have different workshops that they offer to make your own cards, or they have the same person who comes every Thursday with live music. And so it's just really a really fun place for us to enjoy. Another gem that I forgot to mention that I want to make sure you guys are aware of is that it is very close driving distance to one of our favorite neighborhoods, Proctor District, which you can see more in this video here that we did.
One of the unique perspectives we personally get to have, since we own and operate multiple Airbnbs in the North End, is we get to see the comments and reviews from people that visit our homes. And one of the common occurrences are how shocked they are at the proximity to water and the community they feel when they're here, even just for 24 or 48 hours. it's always really fun to see those same reviews basically match kind of how we feel.
Yeah, we've also gotten some people who, want to test out the North End if they're looking to move to this area before actually purchasing a home. And our short-term rentals have been a great way for us to allow clients to stay there, experience the lifestyle, walk the neighborhood, really feel a part of the community without that full commitment, so that they can really have a good perspective on what living here would be like before purchasing their home. Thank you for following along with us today. We hope you can see why we absolutely love living in the North End of Tacoma and is why we chose to make it our home.
So whether you're looking to make the move to the North End or you just want to explore, we'd really love to be your tour guides for the day. I mean, we have definitely explored a lot of the North End, but every time we are out with new friends, there's something new we find.
And in the meantime, as always, leave any comments that you have for us or questions that you want answered, and like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.